halts its quaky breath.
Thank you, Amos. Thank you, and that's really hard to live up to. I just want to point out Amos, and I couldn't read at the B-scroll. I had some health issues that kept me from doing it. And a friend of mine read it for me. You know, all of a sudden, like the last couple weeks, I started to receive these postcards. And they all said thank you on them. And they all had haiku on them. And I was like, this is really mysterious. I have no idea what's going on. And I finally found out that Amos, at that B-scroll event, had handed out a bunch of these thank you postcards and urged people to send me haiku. And I've got like 8 so far, and every day more arrive, and I just got my 9th from the man himself here. And you know, I've known Amos for a couple of years now. We met online when he was still living in Italy. And
Talking about the Tinder. No,
sorry. It's Brian. But yeah, I'm really touched by that, and it's just really a beautiful gesture. You know, from one haiku poet, yeah, to another. Thank you. I brought some haiku if you want to mix it up. Yeah. Let's start with some flash here. This is my 100-word story. It's called Profile. It has exactly 100 words. She slid the iPad across the counter so fast he had to catch it. What's the matter? An all too familiar Facebook profile glowed up. Who is she? Before he could speak, she repeated, who is she? That manic edge that he knew no meds could dull. Honey, please. Her eyes flared, teeth gnashed. Once upon a time, he'd loved her wildness, her craziness. Why are you smiling? Are you laughing? She slid backwards down the wall. Why? He took the iPad and slid down next to her. Honey, look. His fingers enlarged the image. It's you. Another Facebook story again. It's called Penguins. What he remembered most were the penguins on her bed. No teddy bears, no stuffed lions, just fluffy penguins. They mate for life, you know, she said the first time she brought him to her dorm room. That was a red flag. But he didn't care. How often did he find himself in a girl's room? She pursued him through junior and senior years, and sometimes he gave in. When he moved to California, he stopped calling. Years later, he kept thinking about her, searched for her online. Penguins mate for life, she said, but apparently they didn't use Facebook. Okay, one more flash and then move on to some haiku. This is called Frickin' Morons. When I was 8, the older boys, including my brother Jack, decided we were ready for firecrackers. They wouldn't let us handle the packs, slapping our fingers away when we reached out to touch the red wrappers or the colorful labels covered in mysterious Chinese characters. On this one, a dragon, this one, a black cat. Our fascination quickly turned to the blue, red, and green speckled firecrackers dangling in arrays from their knitted gray fuses. We untangled the pack and divvied them up among us. They showed us how to light the fuses with the red-hot end of a punk stick. Oh, the elation when the fuse sparked into a blinding sizzle, the tension waiting for the loud crack. Firecrackers. Couldn't any name be more perfect? We ran through our first pack and begged for more. What about those? Jack, who already had hair spreading on his chin, pointed at several fuses firecrackers. The fuses burned, but nothing happened. We were afraid to touch them. But my brother picked one up without hesitation. You frickin' morons, look! He snapped the firecracker open like a V, the silver black powder shimmering from the core. He set it on the sidewalk and held the punk against the V. Suddenly, one side ignited, spitting out a long white streak like a rocket. The other side sparked into life too. The thing bounced and danced on the sidewalk like an ecstatic demon, searing our retinas. The show was over in a second, and not as cool as an explosion, but it was still something to see. You try it. My brother pointed to another unexploded firecracker, and I knew he was giving me the prestige of being the first. I snapped it open the way he had and set it down. I took the punk from his hand and held it against the exposed part of the firecracker. Both sides ignited at once, but instead of dancing, the demon shot up my sleeve. It got no further than my elbow, where it spent the rest of its fire. Jeez, Bob, you're supposed to get out of the way, frickin' moron. Frickin' moron. 50 years later, my grandson poking at the white scar on my elbow, asking me what happened. That's all I can tell him. The grandpa was a frickin' moron. You're listening to his brother Jack. I wish you could have met him. I'm not quite at Amos's esoteric level, but I've got a couple of haiku I'd like to throw out here, and you might notice a theme. This is sort of like a little bit of a cycle of haiku. First day of treatment, the radiation tech wearing plum lipstick. Treatment waiting room, the jigsaw puzzle showing little progress. Pulse and blood pressure, the nurse's hair different than on her badge. Hospital lobby, I lie to an acquaintance about why I'm here. Last day of treatment, the changing room crowded with ghosts. Thank you.
Yeah.